but honestly, I needed Winona to come in and provide what I needed as a solution now. I needed them as a solution right now.
Right.
And so it served me better than, or in conjunction with the journaling, the meditating. You know, it is my new normal. Winona is part of my new normal.
Yeah.
Love that.
My wellness routine
Well said.
includes
Yes.
Winona. So
How did you feel like once you started the process with us? How did it feel, or what was your experience like when you finally got to connect with your OBGYN? What was that like for you?
positive, someone who understood, willing to accommodate and answer questions, feedback right away. You don't have to wait, 14 days, 2 weeks for an email, a phone call, or a recorded message. You're able to connect with someone right away. So that was very helpful because, as you stated about the concerns with cancer and questions about, do I take hormones? Do I not? What does that look like? Someone who's a medical professional or a physician to answer those questions for me right away was very integral and
That's
important.
great.
Yeah. With a lot of compassion and
Definitely.
kindness.
Definitely.
That was so striking to get because, so much nowadays, you go into a doctor's office, maybe you see a different doctor every time, depending on what your insurance is, which is mine. I always see different people. And so you don't really have a connection with a doctor. But now with Winona, when I email, I have the same doctor every time. He's amazing. He's so sweet. He always says, I'm sorry you're feeling that way.
Yeah.
So many doctors don't really ever consider your emotions. They just are looking at, how do I fix this problem?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're robotic in a way. So it just felt really warm. It almost felt like, is that really my doctor? Is he really a doctor?
Speaking of robotic, I thought it was a bot. I was like, this person, it's not a person.
Right.
They will respond to me same day.
Yeah, and they're so nice.
Really? Like a whole human being is actually responding to me? Like, I was blown away.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
I
Well,
had
that says
trust
a lot,
issues.
though, right? About but think about it. Like when we're gaslit so often in our experience, and then you actually find somebody or someone that actually does respond, and it's so out of the realm of what's been possible or what's been your experience up to now that you think like, oh, this is not even for real, right?
Right.
That's very true.
So, which sort of breaks my heart, right? That shouldn't be our lived experience as women,
Right.
period. It's not obviously just even on this topic, but in general, right?
Yeah.
But specific to this experience, I think it really is heartbreaking. And at the same time, I'm really happy that everybody here has had a positive experience in that way with Winona, right?
Yes.
Right.
It's so refreshing. I've even gotten a call from Winona. I was in a grocery store and they're like, hi, Fabia, you have a message in your portal? And I was like,
Okay.
yeah, I saw it. I was going to look at it. I just have been busy. And they called a couple times and I was like, okay, no, they're actually on it. No, your doctor's gotten back to you and said why. And I'm like, okay. So
Good. And I think it feels really nice to know that people are paying attention to you, right?
Yeah.
Especially with something so important. And, especially, I don't think that the journey for anybody is linear. It's not like, oh, well, you're now in phase 3. There's no, it's just happening in real time. And you might need to check in with somebody. And thank goodness that there are people with us that are, we have many OBGYNs. I don't know who everybody here sees or how that's been for you over a period of time. But if you feel like you've had consistency with your care, I think that that's something that we can really take away as a positive thing. Right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Is there something about your experience that aside from the attentiveness, that feels different than whoever you saw before coming to Winona? Like
anything else, just I would say the friendly demeanor and the response time. I've never been so excited to hear from a doctor. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to answer my question. Thank you so much. And then I'm just like, thank you so much. I always send him folded hands. I'm like, you're the best. So I just think that is just the best part of it. having that ability to reach out so quickly to someone.
You know, I would add that the consideration for other medications that I'm on, like that, I had an in-depth conversation about that. You know, when the nurse asks you, she's just checking off a list. And when they asked follow-up questions. And I was like, why are you in my business? You want me to do what? You know what I mean? Like they were like even suggesting, well, maybe you should go get your blood pressure checked in case of this and that. And I was like, I don't need to do that. And they were like, you should do different things. So I felt like they actually cared about the outcome. And we hear about so many people that, you know, that are affected by the wrong interactions of drugs, and, you know, they can even cause, you know, a fatal situation too. So I was very appreciative after I got my mind around it.